Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Payne Island. Payne Island. Seeing I got a low connection over here. Let's hope everything stays how it's supposed to stay. I want to share something that I'm learning about this thing called Payne Island. Payne Island. A lot of us get stuck on this island called Payne Island. And the thing is, we don't know we're there. I was on Payne Island. I didn't even know I was there. I was listening to my coach the other day and how he was describing Payne Island and Pleasure Island and Potential Island, and then there's Development Island. So he was talking about these different islands, and I was trying to understand, like, what is that? Like, what does that mean? A lot of us have experiences in life. I shared this video, and it really is a lot of people are commenting on it. I got the video actually from TikTok. And it was like a spoken word about a young man who was sharing his story about growing up in a home, wanting to see his father, wanting his father to come to his birthday. It was so powerful, profoundly powerful. And I noticed in the comments, like, people was like, it's triggering if you were in a home where there was just one parent. A lot of us, grew up like that, including myself, right? And so we just trying to figure it out. That little person in us, that little person at that time didn't get those things that we needed. And it makes you angry when you see, somebody sharing that. Not really, it triggers that memory. Like, you know what? My daddy wasn't there and my mama wasn't there, and I'm just so upset and I'm so mad, and they ain't this, and people just saying all kinds of, and I'm just like, get it out. It's okay to be angry. But don't stay stuck in the pain, right? You have to heal from that. And for me, I had to forgive, because I realized my absent parent didn't have the capacity to give me what I needed. And had he been there, I don't know, I probably wouldn't be the person I am today. So a lot of times we're angry at stuff that we don't even understand. Like, they wasn't there, right? It's nothing I can, as an adult, what can I do now? I can reparent myself. I can give myself those things. I can get the support and help I need. I can heal. So I don't keep continuing this cycle. That's what I did. I grew up in a single parent home. Guess what? I had kids. I was also a single parent, right? So we have to heal these things. We have to heal it. If not, we're going to keep repeating it. That's why it is so important to get off Payne Island. Do you know that you don't have to stay stuck on Payne Island? I had took out real estate. I thought that was where I was supposed to be. And then we started operating from this is where I'm supposed to be. This is how I am. I don't do new people, and I don't date, and I don't, and it's just hurt, pain. A lot of people are on Payne Island, and you can tell by what they're saying. You can tell it, and I know, because I lived there. I lived there for decades. I didn't even know I was there. I was there for so long. I didn't know I was there. And I started looking at, as I look back on my life, because that's really how we learn. We look back on our experiences, right? Because everything happens for a reason. It does. And we can't control that. We can only just grow through it, right? Don't just go through it, grow through it. And learn those lessons so you don't keep repeating them. So for me, growing up in a single parent home, I formed a belief, right? And I operated from that belief for decades. Then one day I got sick and tired of me. This cycle has got to end, and it all starts with me. Your parent is not coming back to save you. They're not coming back to fix you. They're not coming back to give you those things that you need. So you have to find a way to heal, forgive them, and go seek those things, right? Get to support, get counseling, get therapy, get the support that you need. They don't have the capacity to give it to you. It's like going to a train station waiting on an airplane to come. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. They don't have it to give. That's what I realized. The parent that wasn't there does not have the capacity to give me those things. So I had to get coaching. Like, this is my little thing I drew. So this was me on Payne Island, right? Sick of being there. I got coaching. I got therapy. I started reading books. I started watching videos. I had to seek that help. I had to seek the healing. I like everybody, sir, but I am married. And so, there's Pleasure Island, right? All right. So I went from Payne Island. I got on the boat. The boat is coaching. The boat is therapy. The boat is getting the help that you need. You need to heal, right? Healing, right? You leave that place. You don't have to stay there on Payne Island. You don't. Don't take out real estate there. On Payne Island. Went to Pleasure Island, right? I like it here. Guess what? There's you can still go. You can still flow. Potential Island. Started learning. Oh my goodness, this stuff is amazing, and I get to help other people, right? And right. So then development. So now I'm in the development. I'm on the development island. So I'm learning. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly sharing the things that I've learned, and I wanted to share my story because during that time, I didn't know. You don't know. You do the best you can with the information you have at the time. So for me, the cycle of dysfunctional, toxic relationships, it had to end. And it starts with you. It started with me. So you get to the root. You got to pull the root up. The root was the way I thought about myself because of growing up in a single parent home. I thought I had to do all this extra stuff to be seen, to be loved, to be not left. I didn't want to be abandoned. So I would leave people before they left me because I didn't want to be the one that was being left. I had to go back. I had to heal that. I had to heal. First of all, I had to forgive. They did the best they could. They weren't there because they weren't there. At 40-something years old, guess what? I gotta do my work now. I can't expect my daddy to come and sit me on his lap and take me to the park and come to school and see me in the play. I can't expect him to do. I'm 46 years old. So what can I do? What can you do at this stage, right? Get the support you need. Get the help that you need. Because you don't have to stay stuck on Payne Island. You don't. Do not take out real estate. And a lot of people are on Payne Island and then they don't even know they're there. You've been there for so long. You don't have to stay stuck there. Forgive those people. And that will release so much for you. Just forgiveness. So I want to share the letter in my book. So I did a lot of work. I'm still doing the work, right? Because guess what? Hurt people. We've all heard that. And healed people help people heal. Hurt people. It happens. I'm quite sure he was hurting. And therefore, you know who hurt? I hurt. And other people were affected as well. It's important to heal. And healing is our responsibility. It's not our parents' responsibility. It is our responsibility to get those things that we need so we don't keep passing along that pain, so we don't keep repeating that cycle. It all starts with us. So I want to share this letter. I wrote this letter in my book to my dad, and it's really the Total Truth letter. And the Total Truth letter derives from the 6 layers of emotion, because underneath that pain, above the pain is anger, right? I was angry. I was so angry. And that's where, if you're in that pain boat, you're on Payne Island, you got some anger there, right? I had to get down. I had to go through those layers of emotion. So underneath pain is fear. Underneath fear is regret. Underneath regret is desire. And underneath all of that is love and appreciation. It takes time to get through those levels. It does. So that's what coaching, that's what therapy does. It gets you through those levels so you can get down to the love and appreciation. You don't stay stuck on the Payne Island. You don't have to stay stuck on Payne Island. I'm telling you, you don't. You have options. All right, so this is the letter that I wrote in my book to my dad. And it says, and you have to get the stuff. You got to get the stuff out, right? And you don't have to do it the way I do it. I did it. You can write a letter and never give it to them, right? You can have a conversation. Maybe somebody will stand in their spot, right? Like somebody stands in the spot of your mother, or somebody stands in the spot of your father. If they are not there, or if you don't want to, say that those the things to that person. right? Just get it all out. We got to get it out, because what happens, it stays. We just keep pushing. Then we start exploding on people, right? We start exploding on people, and it just gets really ugly. I want to get into the letter. Let me get started. A letter to Dad. I did not know you, but I hated you. Why wasn't you there? Why didn't you care? I needed your love to know how to love and how to receive love from a man. I hated being alone. I chose man after man, looking for the love that I wanted and needed from you. I blame you for so long for not being there. The men who were there were not always good to my mom. She stayed punch after punch. In my head, I said, I'll never let anyone do that to me. And I found myself in a similar situation, if not just like it. Heartbreak after heartbreak. I did not know how much more I could take. I knew it wasn't love, but it was the closest thing to it that I could get from a man. I was so angry with myself, looking good on the outside while dying in the inside. This went on for years, man after man. Why couldn't I find the love that I so desperately needed? All the while, the love was already inside of me. You see, the love never left me. It was always with me. My Heavenly Father never left me nor forsake me. I did not realize this until I had to be alone, and I didn't like it. But it was what I needed to find me again. I loved you regardless of the past. You did all you could, and all you knew. And that was good enough for me. I forgive you. I love you. Your daughter, Jennifer. So that was the layers. I went through all of the layers, right? And I got other letters I had to, you keep writing until it's complete. Keep writing until nothing else comes up, right? You keep writing, and you don't hold back. Say how you feel, let it out. What happens, we say, we marinate on it. We just keep it packed down. We don't talk about it. We don't share it. The minute I began to share and start, sharing my story and started doing videos was the moment I began to heal. I began to heal when I started helping other people. When I started letting other people help me, that's when I began to heal. Not just staying stuck in it, not just keep talking about it, not just keep thinking about it. I wanted to share, and I'm sharing from a healed place, not a hurt place. Because in the beginning, when I was sharing about, completed relationships, I was sharing from a hurt place, not a healed place. And as I look back, I'm like, man, I was still angry. I was still mad, right? And now I am finally to that love and appreciation. I love and appreciate everybody for the part they played in my life. See, relationships, they make us or they break us, right? They set the tone for our lives. God uses these relationships to teach us stuff. That's why we got to pass the test. If not, I promise you, you'll keep repeating it. You will keep repeating the test until you pass it, right? What is this relationship trying to teach me, trying to show me about me? What is this relationship trying to show me about me? I need to love myself. I need to trust myself. I need to accept myself. I need to put myself first, right? That's what I learned from that pain island. I know what it's like to be stuck on that island, because that was me until it wasn't. I got the support. I got the help that I need. And I ain't going back to no pain island. I don't reside there anymore. Return to sender. I do not reside there anymore. You have a choice. You do not have to stay stuck on pain island. You don't. The people that hurt you, they're not coming back to fix you. They're not coming back to rescue you. They're not coming back to save you. Some don't have the capacity, and some people don't think they hurt you. They just don't, right? That's why it is important to get what you need, right? It's up to you. If it is to be, it's up to me. I want to share something also that I learned recently. I don't know if I have it in here. Let's see. Oh, I do. Stop it. All right. Okay, so it's unloving to ask. Listen to this. It's unloving to ask someone to do something they don't know how to do. It's unloving to ask someone to do something they don't know how to do. Give to yourself what you didn't get. Your little girl or your little boy may be wanting something from your parents, wanting something your parents can't give you. Honor how you feel, right? Sad, disappointed, and hurt. Honor that. Give yourself permission to love them where they are. Who is running the show at any given moment? Sometimes in conversations, I know that my little girl is trying to run the show. I can't let her run the show. I love her, but I have to love her enough to know I got this. I got this. I know that this is triggering something in you, but chill. I got this, right? Love those. We all have those little girls and those little boys in us that come up when somebody says something or does something that's triggering to, that parent wound, right? When the little one acts out, give her something to do. When the little one acts out, you got to give her something to do. Let me tell you what I do with my little girl. She likes to color. She likes to dance. and then you have to know what triggers you. It is important to know what triggers you, right? And then you got to have a plan for that trigger. And the plan ain't to cuss somebody out or fight somebody or slap somebody. The plan is to let me go off to myself so I can reground myself, right? So I can breathe, right? I can move my body. I can get these emotions going, right? I can write out what I'm feeling and what happened when I got triggered, right? So you recognize that. You got to know your triggers. And also, when it comes to reparenting yourself, I got 5 tips on to help you reparent yourself. And this is all from us carrying the pain from distressing events, right, into our adulthood. And as children, we did not have the right emotional coping abilities to process the pain. So for us to survive, we learned to live with it. Do I need to read that again? We carried the pain from these distressing events into our adulthood. As children, we did not have the emotional coping abilities to process the pain. So for us to survive, we learn how to live with it, right? And this is why we on the pain island. This is where it is, right? We have a lot of stuff I am still unlearning, okay? So 5 tips on reparenting yourself, okay? Acknowledge the pain of your inner child and who caused it, then release the blame. Acknowledge the pain of your inner child and who caused it, then release the pain. Your parent or guardian raised you the only way they knew how. Most parents never learn how to resolve trauma, so they passed it on to their children. Their inner child needs were not met by their parents, so they didn't have enough capacity to pour into their children and fulfill their needs. Release the anger and hate towards what they did or did not do. Number 2, you want to validate your inner child. If you can visualize holding your inner child in a sweet embrace, tell them the things you wish your parents and guardians had told you. Create an inner safe space where everything they say and who they are matters. Invite your inner child to share their most vulnerable feelings and thoughts. Remind them that pain wasn't their fault. Assure them that you won't leave them no matter how hard it gets. Number 3, you want to practice. I know, listen here, my book. It's on Amazon and it's Jennifer Rose Reed. You can find it the day I found myself. And it's a quick read. You can read it like in a day or two. But yeah, this book I wanted to share, and it's really just the pivot point that made me just, you know what, this is it for me. I don't want to stay on Pain Island. Let me get these things out that I've been holding on. This is the majority of the pain that was holding me back from me, right? And God. And so I had to release it. I had to let it out. And as I was going through this book, man, it was hard. Keep talking about this and thinking about this. But in that process, I was healing at the same time. And I get this book right here. I get to share it with other people and let them know, guess what? If I can do it, you can do it too. Okay? So where was I? Number 3, practice loving discipline with yourself. This means creating and maintaining boundaries with yourself. Loving Loving discipline is about gently correcting yourself when you make mistakes. That's self-compassion, right? It's being a reliable promise keeper to yourself and honoring your needs. When you start new habits, it's that loving discipline that will keep you on track and build confidence and self-reliance. And number 4, practice self-care. I think number 4 is my favorite. Practicing self-care. Learn your innermost needs, especially the ones that were not met in childhood. Actively meet them through ways that support your well-being. Self-care is a self-preservation. So listen to that little voice that encourages your creativity and impulsivity. You didn't think too much about doing things that brought you joy when you were a child, right? I didn't think about those things that brought me joy when I was a child. So you know what I do? Sometimes I will go to the park and I will get on the swing and I will swing like a big old kid. Yes, my little girl loves the park. Every time she sees it, I want to go to the park. I want to go to the park, right? So I let her just do that because as a child, I didn't do that often, right? So that's one of the keys you want to, and that's practicing self-care. It's doing something for you that your little girl or your little boy didn't get to do that much of, right? It's okay to do those things, to give yourself these things, right? And this reparenting work is the best gift you can give yourself because you're making peace with the past, living wholly in the present, and approaching the future from a growth mindset. The possibilities for a life well lived are endless when you decide to heal your inner child. It's important to heal that inner child. You have the chance to do it over and over again. I encourage you to take it. And number 5 is refine your childlike wonder. Listen to the little voice, right? Listen to the little voice because the little voice matters. Pain Island. We don't have to stay stuck on Pain Island. We do not have to stay stuck on Pain Island. I am a witness. There are other islands that are so much better than Pain Island. You don't have to stay stuck there. Find a safe person, find a safe community, a safe space to share those things that are hurting you. You got to release it because when you hold on to it, it keeps you stuck on Pain Island. It keeps you stuck on Pain Island. Share with a safe person. You don't have to do it the way I do it. I like to come on here and just share my raw truth in real time. That's what I do. And it helps me. And I love helping other people because it helps me heal. When I help other people heal, I heal too, right? There are parts of me that I just, wait a minute, what is this about? So when I'm triggered, I don't ignore it. I embrace it. Okay, what is this showing me that I just forgot about? Because sometimes when you experience so much stuff, good morning, Miss Carolyn, how are you? When you experience so much stuff, you just become numb. Like, I don't even remember that happened. You just stuck on the Pain Island. You're just stranded. There's a boat, and the boat is the coaching, right? The boat is therapy. The boat is counseling. The boat is, reading books. There's so many books that can help you as well. So seek those things that you need. Like, Lord, I pray that God sends you the help that you need to get off Pain Island because you don't have to stay there. You don't. You do not have to stay there. I'm telling you, I am not the same person I was 10 years ago. I was on Pain Island. I thought that was the final destination, and it wasn't. So I just pray that you hear my heart. I pray that you get off that pain. If you are on Pain Island, I pray that you find the people that can help you get off that island. Because I'm telling you, it is not your final stop. You do not have to stay stuck there. You don't. You have options. And it all starts with you. Give yourself those things, all right? Get the help that you need. Get the support you need. Because it's you. They people that hurt you ain't coming to save you. They ain't coming to fix you. They're not coming to rescue you. Their boat don't even work. Their boat has holes in it, so they cannot come save you. They cannot come rescue you. It is up to you to get the support you need, to get the help you need, so you can get off that Pain Island. Because I'm telling you, it'll have you stuck, making terrible choices, just choosing the wrong people, the wrong places. talking crazy, looking crazy. I did all of that. I'm telling you, because I did all of that. No shame. I did that. I own it. That's where I was. I ain't there no more. Not there no more. That's not my destination, and it's not your destination. It is up to you. Okay? Grow. The stuff is uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable. But guess what? It's necessary. That uncomfortableness is necessary for growth. Okay? You can be complacent in the pain, right? You become complacent in this pain. Oh, this is just where it is. No, it ain't. No, it don't have to be that way. It doesn't. And that's the hurt boy talking. That's the hurt little girl talking, right? Don't let the hurt little boy or the hurt little girl run the show. You are the adult. Love on you. Put you first, right? Show them, you know what? I got this. I'm going to get the help we need so we can make better choices. So we can live a thriving life, not a surviving life. So we can live a thriving life, thriving, fulfilling life. And then we get to show others what's possible for them. This is why I'm here. I get to show others what's possible for you. I did it, and you can do it too. I'm 46 years old. 46. You know how long I was stuck on that island? I was stuck for so long. For so long. And the people around me couldn't help me. The people who I talked to every day could not help me. So I had to find those people that could. And once I did, heal people, help people heal. Okay? I got around some healed people, right? They begin to help me heal. They begin to show me what was possible for me. You don't have to stay stuck on Pain Island. I'm telling you. So many people, I see it. I see it. And it's hard to see yourself. It's hard to see that. It's hard to see your blind spots. It's hard. But just look at your lane. Just pay attention now. Now you have this awareness, right? The first step is awareness. You know what? This is me. I feel like she's talking to me. I do this. I say that. You know, my mother wasn't there. My father weren't there. I'm mad as hell with them. They're not coming back to fix you. They're not coming back to rescue you. They don't have it. They don't have the capacity. They don't. So what can you do now? Seek the guidance, the help, the support that you need to get off that island. Get in that boat. Okay? Get in that boat so you can get off of that island. Because there's so much stuff in store for you. But you can't get it on Pain Island. Nothing's coming to Pain Island but more pain. I'm going to tell you that nothing comes to Pain Island but more pain. Who wants to sign up for that? Said no one. Get off of Pain Island. Do what you got to do for you. Because you are your own rescue. You are your rescue. Okay? Choose you. Because if you don't put yourself first, honey, you ain't no good for nobody else. Let's stop this cycle. Let's stop the cycle, and the cycle stops with us. It stops with us. That's all. I'm complete. Any questions, comments? I thank you for your time and your attention and your comments. And get the book, y'all. It's only, $14.99. It's on Amazon. You can get it probably by next week. But yeah, it's the story of it's the little snippet of my life. The day my life changed. So many things happen. But I am not what happened to me. I am not who people call me. Right? It's only everything. Choose you. You got a book in you. You got a story in you. You got a testimony in you. You can't have a testimony without a test. It's all a test. Pass your test. Keep passing it. Keep passing it. Some tests are multiple choice. Some tests are fill in the blank. But I'm telling you, everything you need, you already have, because you are a conqueror. Look, all the things you already conquered. You made it out of that storm. You just stuck on the boat in pain. And you don't have to stay there. You don't. You have options. Choose you. Because you are your own rescue. Okay, I'm complete for real. So I am going to go and enjoy my Saturday, and I hope that you do the same. And I will see you all, if it's the Lord's will, I'll see you next Saturday talking about whatever's on my heart. I just share my heart. and hope somebody sees it and feels it and is inspired to do something for you, right? Healing, 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 healing. That's all I have. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings. Happy Saturday. Go be amazing. Be amazing. Peace.